Howdy, y'all, and happy Derby Day from the Big O here in Eugene, Oregon. I am Johnny Pepper.
And I'm Rippy Longstocking.
And we're here to call the Mob City Misfits game versus the Emerald Juniors. You want to read some rosters?
I would love to.
Well, then, go ahead.
Okay, how about I read Mob Cities?
Sounds good.
Mob City is 000 Wolschlager, number 03 Porter, number 10 Pandemonium, number 11 B. Moy, number 14 Makilia, number 18 Thompson, number 23 Afro Jamarai, sorry about that, number 24 Hater, number 3 Lexi, number 309 Raven Fritch, number 411 Fist Fight, number 42 Brutiful, number 447 Lunatic, number 50 Showtime, number 700 Toe Jammer, number 800 Bruno Scars, and number 816 Mousetrap, coached today by Corey Payne, MF Chaz, Eva Derchi, and Bombshell.
And I'm going to take over for the Junior Gyms from Emerald City, also our host. 03 Linkus, 04 Evelyn, 113 Block and Roll, 13 Psychotic Angel, 16 Juke Skywalker, 18 Kitten Vixen, number 21 Ginger Snap, number 22 Cutthroat, number 27 Lethal Ivy, number 316 Kingdolina Smash, number 38 Guns N' Roses, number 7 Live and Let Cry, number 87 T-Rex, and 919 Rage Quick.
We are lining up at the Jammer line, getting ready to start off the second day of the Big O here at track number 3.
Happy Derby Day, everybody. Who's on the line?
I feel like I'm on Frasier. It says Toe Jammer with a star for the Misfits.
And for Emerald City, that is Psychotic Angel.
Toe Jammer out as lead jammer for the Misfits. Toe Jammer doing a great job yesterday for her team.
Psychotic Angel goes to the penalty box on a track cut, which is going to leave Toe Jammer out there for a power jam in this jam number 1.
Toe Jammer finds an inside line with a little help from an offensive play from her teammates. Big hit there into the infield as Toe Jammer finds an outside lane. Picks up another 5.
15 points so far in this jam for Toe Jammer. I believe Mob City got a win yesterday.
Indeed. Good showing against Cherry. Interesting. Emerald took a loss to Cherry yesterday, but Mob City able to beat them. So let's see what Emerald City can do here today against Mob. Oh, back block.
Back block. That's going to release the Emerald City Jammer. 20 points so far in that jam for Toe Jammer.
Only about 30 seconds left in this jam. It will come to a close. It'll be close whether Toe Jammer is able to get out of the box. I think she went in right at 34 seconds. So
Psychotic Angel working against that wall of black in the front of the pack.
Mob City doing a great job of creating that tripod. They got a tripod in one. I believe that's Fist Fight taking a little hip swing there. Knocking Psychotic Angel off the track.
And that jam concludes. 22 points for the Misfits. 27, almost 28 minutes left in this first half.
Penalty box is cleared for the moment.
Misfits going to go with Mousetrap. Emerald City going with Juke Skywalker.
I want to point out, Pepper, that both of these players are on Team USA.
Yeah, absolutely.
There are a bunch of skaters on Team USA. Back to the action on the track. Juke Skywalker jumps out on the outside. He is your lead jam. Mousetrap forced to recycle after being knocked to the infield. But he is now out of the pack and eligible to score.
Duke picks up the 4 points.
Don't forget, it is Catter Day, and if you want to text us pictures of your cats, use the hashtag #TalkToWFTDA. And thank you so much for tuning in on WFTDA.tv. Tell all your friends, buy a bunch of watch passes. Who's on the line?
Yeah. Hey, don't forget to, if you're posting pictures and media and whatnots, don't forget to use the hashtag BigO2018 to tell us what you're doing.
The Junior Gems are going with Lethal Ivy. Bruno Scars is a jammer record for Mob City.
Let's picking up a penalty there. We'll head to the box. Track advantage goes to the Misfits. And lead jammer also goes to Mob City. Oh, getting a lot of action over here in the penalty box.
They must be giving away candy in the box.
They must.
Both jammers out on scoring passes as we speak.
Bruno Scars right on the heels of Lethal Ivy.
3-2.
Oh.
I was going to say 3-2 pack advantage for Emerald City, but that changed
It changes so quickly.
as Lethal Ivy goes to the box on a back block.
I believe that was that's Lethal Ivy out there. That would be Bruno Scars. In the box, Lethal Ivy working hard against the tripod there at the front. Trying to get a little assistance there from Psychotic Angel, it looks like, but Mob City able to just keep that triangle formed.
Mob City up front, anchored by Showtime. And Walshlinger.
Psychotic Angel working really hard to open up a space, but picks up a penalty. That puts the pivot for Emerald's All-Stars in the box. Bruno Scars taking a look at a bench as she comes around, and they say, call it.
Want to give a shout out to Hit This. Derby Gear has everything you need to get rolling, from skates to protective gear and unmatched service for all your derby needs. Before you hit the track, hit this.
Hit it.
The best skate shop in the whole wide world, based out of Salem, Oregon. Derby owned and operated.
Yes. I'm looking at the old banner right now.
Right?
Yeah.
Back to the action on the track.
That's Hater with the star for the Misfits. I think that's Juke out there again.
Juke Skywalker.
Emerald, yeah. Oh, no. Looks like Hater will pick up a forearm, head to the penalty box. Power jam. And lead jammer status goes to Juke.
Emerald City needs to pick up some points to chip away at that Misfit lead.
And Juke is doing his part to chip away at that lead. Picks up 5.
Juke comes around on another scoring pass. Misfits set up defense over there in turn 3.
Oh, look at that Mob City. It's a blob. It's a Mob City blob.
A Mob City blob.
Oh, Juke trying to spin around the outside. Does step on the outside line and decides to call that off. Picks up 4 there.
31-16, 22 minutes left in this first half.
So again, Juke Skywalker picking up 9 total.
Toe Jammer going to be wearing the star for the Misfits. Live and Let Cry going to wear the star for the Junior Gems from Emerald City.
Live and Let Cry, not one of the regular rotations for the team yesterday. But they might just be trying out some fresh legs here this morning.
Toe Jammer showing why she belongs on Team USA, as she is out front and awarded lead.
Nice little spin move at the far apex.
I can't see that far. I'll blame my optometrist.
We are in a corner back here.
I can see Toe Jammer putting up another 5 on the board. She's serving up grand slams like a waitress at Denny's.
Comes in again, that backwards move. Patented.
4 more points on that pass for Toe Jammer. 40-16, 21-38 left in this first half.
Nice little hand slap there between our teammates.
Guns N' Roses wearing the star for the Junior Gems.
It's nice to be validated from the house announcers, which are right here beside us. So you may hear some of their commentary as well over the feed.
Mousetrap, the Jammer record for Mob City, is out front and your lead.
Again, here comes Guns N' Roses, both of these skaters on Team USA.
Pack is moving sort of quick.
Ooh. Oh. I thought maybe Guns N' Roses was able to pick up one, but the Jam Ref says no.
And I believe the Jam Ref.
I do.
43-16.
They are right there beside the skater, so I really feel like they're right.
20 and a half minutes left in this first half. Juke Skywalker wearing the star for the Junior Gems from Emerald City. Bruno Scars jamming for Mob City. Mob City, of course, from Everett, Washington.
They've had a really great showing so far this weekend. I've enjoyed watching them play.
Bruno Scars earns the lead. Gets knocked to the infield and decides that's enough and calls it off.
She's holding her side there. I'm wondering if she just got the breath knocked out of her a little bit. She did not call the jam for injury, just she had lead, so she just decided to call it off. So she might just take a break here and catch her breath again.
Toe Jammer wearing the star once again for Mob City. Psychotic Angel going to be the Jammer record for the Junior Gems.
Ooh.
Both Jammers try to go to the inside.
Yeah.
Switch and try to go outside.
It is clogged up everywhere with blockers. Both teams doing a good job. Looks like Emerald's using the cube strategy, but loses one of their blockers there. And Psychotic Angel, after that big fight, finds a way out of the pack, but isn't. Oh, I'm sorry. She does not. I apologize. Picks up a forearm, I believe, that was signaled there. The power jam and lead goes to Toe Jammer.
Toe Jammer out there putting on a show, doing pirouettes and things, getting in front of people,
Yeah.
putting 5 in the sky. Looks to her bench to call it off. They say, no way, keep skating.
Yeah, I'm watching. If you're watching on stream, watch these blockers. They are just throwing shoulders in there. It's easy to watch the jammers, but those blockers are doing a great job defending the track there.
Those 4 whistles going to bring this jam to a close.
Toe Jammer picking up a little shoulder hit there from Psychotic Angel right before she head through the pack and just said, I'm gonna call this one.
She picked up 14 points on that jam too.
Amazing.
Mob City Misfits 57, Emerald Juniors 16. 17 minutes left in this first half.
And we do have an official timeout called.
Happy Derby Day, happy Catter Day.
And happy May 5th.
And this timeout's brought to you by the WFTDA. In 2018, the WFTDA Continental Cups will produce the best in region through a competitive bracket. This first year, the Continental Cup Series will be hosted in Kalamazoo, Michigan, Omaha, Nebraska, and in Birmingham in the United Kingdom. For more information, go to WFTDA.com.
Also, if you missed some of the action yesterday, it was a work day. You can visit the Big O online. They post the scores as soon as they are able to on the website. You can just Google Big O 2018.
20 skating.
Skate team, excuse me.
I've been waiting since 2000 skate to say that.
20 skate team.
Also want to say thank you to the Emerald City Roller Derby for being such a gracious host all weekend here at the beautiful Lane Event Center.
Yes. There is so much stuff going on at Lane Events. Not only do we have 3 tracks of amazing derby, but we have an entire ballroom of vendors.
And if you're watching on the stream and within a 6-hour drive, I highly recommend just getting in the car and coming on
just
down.
Come on down.
Still got 2 days of derby.
We go, and the last game this evening is at 8:30 local time. So we'll be doing derby all day long.
All the skaters having a circle there at the jam line.
I love it.
Camaraderie is great.
They're going to hit each other hard out on the track, but also be friends
That
later.
might be all Team USA
It might
skaters
be.
in there.
Yeah, I recognize a few faces out there, yeah. They know each other from other places.
The head ref is coming to explain to us what's going on. Hopefully we can get the skinny on that and get it to you viewers. We do want y'all to be aware of what's going on and how it's happening.
So right now we are waiting for the word as well.
We'll take this opportunity to send pictures of your pets enjoying the Big O from home. Use the hashtag BigOCats and hashtag BigODogs.
Dogs.
We love to see our furry friends. And it is Catter Day, so we'll take dog pictures too. We're not.
It's just Petter Day.
Absolutely.
Iguanas. If you've got a ferret, also that.
We just love pet pictures.
Yes.
Also use the hashtag #TalkToWFTDA if you want to ask us a question. We might even figure out how to get to it if we can get us a crack producer over here.
It's hard to check the Twitter feed and announce at the same time.
That it is. Reset this jam, fixing to come up for Mob City. That's going to be Hater. For the junior gems from Emerald City, that's going to be Juke Skywalker. Looks like we're almost ready to get back to the action. Skaters are being called to the floor.
And we have a timeout called by Mob City. Think about it, we're just going to do a little substitution here.
We'd also like to remind y'all that the social media team is working feverishly all weekend to bring you live tweets and Facebook coverage throughout the event here at the Big O at Lane Event Center here in Eugene, Oregon.
So obviously we cannot see the stream where we are, and I know that there were some struggles early yesterday with the stream, but I feel like they've mostly
We were
worked
told
those
they
out.
tested it this morning and everything's
Everything.
working. So we're going to
So-
assume that there's 1 million people out there watching me call Derby right now.
Yes.
Thank you so much for tuning in to WFTDA.tv.
Oh, we're just, switching out all kinds of folks here.
Toe Jammer now going to be the jammer record for the Misfits.
Toe Jammer, a regular jammer for the Misfits. Also, Juke Skywalker, a regular jammer. So these are in heavy rotation here.
Toe Jammer backs up about 10 feet from the start line as the whistle
Oh.
blows. Quickly jumps out front and lead jam.
Juke also out of the pack. Putting on the pressure here, trying to force the call out from Toe Jammer. Oh, takes an outside line. Hits the hips, picks up 3.
Toe Jammer coming around on that initial pass, looking to the bench, and they tell her get the points and call it off.
We're just under 17 minutes left in the first half of this game between Mob City and Emerald City All-Stars.
Guns N' Roses, the jammer record for the Junior Gems from Emerald City. Mousetrap wearing the star for the Misfits.
Mousetrap out quickly before we even get past the apex. But Guns N' Roses also out of the pack.
Penalty box clears now with a full complement of blockers out on the track. Mousetrap decides to take the points and calls it off.
But it does look like Guns N' Roses able to pick up 2 as well.
Four points on that jam for Mousetrap, 64-18, 16 minutes left in this first half. Juke Skywalker going to wear the star for the Junior Gems from Emerald City.
The Misfits able to come out for this game, put some points on the board early, but Emerald City not going to let them get away with an easy win.
Hater wearing the star for the Misfits. And he is out front and lead gem.
Juke finding some resistance there. Just that, it's a cube of skate. Well, now it's only a tripod, but they're just able to switch around and find him wherever he moves on the track. But that release, that one penalty, gives him enough space. Juke's out now on his initial pass while Hader's putting points on the board.
That was Porter causing all that chaos for the Misfits, keeping Juke Skywalker at bay for a moment. 5 points on that pass. Mob City Misfits 69. Emerald Juniors 18. 14 minutes left in this first half.
So yeah, good eye picking out Porter. As soon as Porter was off that defense, Juke able to get through, but looks like we have a power start here for Emerald City All-Stars. That is Psychotic Angel.
Mob City tries to lock down that defense, but Psychotic Angel finds a way through and is awarded lead.
So you'll see her teammates hanging back there, trying to stretch out the pack. Another blocker for the Misfits. Heads to the box. That's Bimoy. Hader now comes out of the box.
Junior Gems following a wall down there in turn 1.5, going to turn 2.
Psychotic Angel just patiently waits for that inside lane. Comes through, picks up 5, and calls off the jam.
Patience is a virtue on that.
It is. I think
70-23, 13.5 minutes left in this first half.
that just felt like more than one pass. But no, it was just one pass.
Live and Let Cry is going to wear the star for the Junior Gems. Bruno Scars is going to be jamming for the Misfits.
Now everybody was able to get out of the penalty box at the end of that last jam. So we have all of our skaters on the track.
That's 80 wheels. I'm doing math early in the morning.
That's crazy talk. Live and Let Cry out as lead jammer, but Bruno Scars also out of the pack. Ooh, is that 1 for Live and Let Cry?
She did pick up 1 before she called it off.
And she kept Misfits to 0.
12.5
Which
minutes
is-
left in this first half.
It's equally important to keep them to 0.
Toe Jammer will be the jammer of record for the Misfits. Juke Skywalker wearing the star for the Junior Gems.
Toe Jammer, just a great work. Just really able to find an opening. Meanwhile, Juke is struggling with that defense again. Kitten, shoulder after shoulder. That's Wolfschlager.
Wolfschlager's been wrecking
Yeah.
shop all day long for the
That's right.
Misfits. I'm wondering why she doesn't have a star by her name.
I don't know, but certainly soon.
Toe Jammer once again coming around on a scoring pass.
Oh, forearm picked up by Juke. Headed to the penalty box.
And Emerald City's going to lose a blocker as Toe Jammer puts another 5 in the sky.
Nice little move there by Toe Jammer. Just doing a little outside move there. I mean, sorry, it would be inside. I'm backwards. An inside move there. Picking up extra points, calling off a jam.
15 points on that jam for Toe Jammer, 85-24. 11 minutes left in this first half. Mousetrap is going to wear the star for the Misfits. The Emerald City Jammer is in the box. That's Juke Skywalker.
Mousetrap, another Team USA player, also in the regular rotation.
Mousetrap with only 2 blockers to get through, gets through, and is declared lead. My bad, that's 3.
You know, when they're in a clump like that, it's hard to see from this angle.
I didn't see the trailer. I saw the 2 up front.
Okay, so everybody's out of the penalty box now. We're coming back on the track. Mousetrap through. It's able to put up 5 because it looked like Juke came in there behind the pack and Mousetrap already out.
Mousetrap does a little
Nice.
juke move before he hits the back of the pack.
I like Juke Skywalker's little, it's apex sort of hop. Makes it through.
Mousetrap picking up 14 points on that jam as the Mob City Misfits knocking on that 100 door. A little less than 10 minutes left in this first half. That's Guns N' Roses wearing the star for the Junior Gems. Bruno Scar is going to be the jammer record for the Misfits.
Oh, inside lane quickly. Scars picking up lead jammer.
She anticipated that whistle
Boy.
and took off like a shot.
Yeah. Ooh, coming in there. It looks like she just. So I'm telling you, you got to watch these blocking moves out here. Some of these defenders are doing some really awesome work out there. Oh, lots of green headed to the penalty box. 2 blockers in the penalty box for Emerald City.
Bruno Scars picking up 5 points on that scoring pass.
Guns N' Roses contending with a lot of shoulders out there. Can't seem to get through even a 2-blocker wall. We do have a star pass attempted. Looks like she wasn't able to get through. Lethal Ivy trying to reach her teammate, but her teammate's getting recycled way back.
Bruno Scars with 15 points in that jam. Nope, they got her one more. 17 points in that jam for Bruno Mars. 116-24. A little less than 8 minutes left in this first half. As I'm looking at these junior skaters, I believe the future of roller derby is in safe hands.
I can't believe there aren't more people here recruiting. Get these skaters on their team.
Live and Let Cry, the jammer record for the Junior Gems from Emerald City. Hater's going to be wearing the star for the Misfits.
Live and Let Cry getting recycled back to turn number 1.
Junior Gems putting up some defensive moves in this game.
Yeah, the scoreboard seems to have a big stretch on it, but I'm telling you, Emerald City's putting up a fight out there defensively.
Number 3, Porter for the Misfits, making some holes for his jammer.
Hader, lead jammer for the Misfits. Out for 5. Live and Let Cry being recycled back. Taking a look for her pivot. But Juke is up front here contending with the brutal defense of Wolschlager.
Mob City ain't falling for that. They know that star is dashed.
Yeah, they watch it. Porter throwing a few hips there. The star has been passed to Juke Skywalker.
Juke Skywalker's more interested in trying to get through that Mob City defense than he is in putting on that star.
That is a Porter fist fight wall that does not, and Wolfschlager, I think, also in that wall. That's just a really tough wall to get through.
That's a defensive juggernaut.
Yes.
I don't even think I want to try to skate through there.
It is.
Toe Jammer once again, the jammer record for the Misfits. Lethal Ivy going to wear the star for the Junior Gems from Emerald City.
We're just over 5.5 minutes, or right at 5.5 minutes left in the first half of this game between the Misfits and the Emerald City All-Stars. Lethal Ivy being lethal. Taking an outside lane. Picks up lead jammer.
Toe Jammer out of the pack and eligible to score.
Yep, Toe Jammer doesn't have lead, but really comes into the pack strong. I think, nope, 1 point she was able to pick up before the jam got called, the fourth whistle.
Mousetrap going to be the jammer record for the Misfits. Juke Skywalker wearing the star once again for the Junior Gems.
You see both of these jammers have been out on the line quite a few times so far. Both Team USA. But it's Mousetrap swinging the whole pack way out wide on that corner and zipping onto the inside. Makes his way out as lead jammer.
Misfits lose one blocker to a penalty.
So Linkash and Fistfight up at the front there for the Misfits, really giving Juke a lot of trouble. I know that Fistfight is on Team USA, perhaps with Juke. Maybe they are familiar with one another's play.
I believe we had some cross whistles causing a little chaos there.
So if you are not in the venue, you don't know that we're right next to track number 2, and many times the whistles from one track sort of bleed over into the whistles of another.
And when the jam refs hear it, they
kind of pause a minute. It's like, oh, is that for me? Okay.
Guns N' Roses is the jammer record for Emerald Juniors. Bruno Scars wearing the star for the Misfits. A little more than 3 minutes left in this first half. If you're just tuning in, thank you for tuning in to WFTDA.tv.
That's Guns N' Roses out as lead jammer. Bruno Scars also out of the pack on an initial. But the All-Stars of Emerald City picking up 4, calling it off. That's what they got to do, just chip away.
I'm anxious to see what they're going to do after halftime.
I'm telling you, I watched them play yesterday, and they reset over halftime, and they closed up a gap. I believe they were playing Cherry. Yep, they were playing Cherry, and just closed the gap. It was kind of an exciting game.
Toe Jammer, the jammer record for the Misfits. Juke Skywalker wearing the star for the Junior Gems.
Juke just pushing against the front of that pack, but does pick up a penalty. It looks like a forearm. That's Toe Jammer with lead jammer status and a power jam. Yeah,
Full complement of blockers for both teams out there right now.
that pack was moving really quickly there for a minute, and they stopped and held up. Emerald City seem to be doing a better job when they can slow things down a little bit. But Toe Jammer just can find a hole. If there is a single hole in your wall, she's going to see it and take advantage.
She's putting on a clinic out there, she is.
She really is.
15 points in this jam so far.
This is, I believe, her third double-digit jam. I could be incorrect on that, but she's looking at her bench.
My producer says yes.
Yes.
My bad, 13 points in that jam.
That was really interesting. You saw her pushing into the wall and looking straight at her bench, just holding those hands out, waiting. We're right at 1 minute left in this half. We do have another half of this amazing junior game here between Mob City Misfits and the Emerald City Junior Derby All-Stars.
Bruno Scars, the jammer record for the Misfits. Lethal Ivy wearing the star for the Junior Gems from Emerald City.
Bruno Scars out as lead jammer for the Misfits to just patiently work this clock.
Bruno Scars hits that pack over in turn 2 and just cuts through as she picks up 5 points on that scoring pass.
So jam clock is over a minute. The period clock is under 10 seconds.
And that jam gets called. That's going to take us to halftime. Nobody called a timeout. Thank you so much for tuning in. Go get yourself a beverage and come on back.
Take a picture of your cat.
Take a picture of your pet and send it to us. We'll be back in about 9.5 minutes. I'm Johnny Pepper.
And I'm Rippy Longstocking.
And we'll see you soon.
Yes.
Welcome back to the Lane Event Center here in Eugene, Oregon, here at the Big O Tournament, a WFTDA recognized tournament. Thank you for tuning in on WFTDA.tv. I'm Johnny Pepper.
And I'm Rippy Longstocking.
We want to thank y'all for tuning in and sending us all your pictures of your pets.
We love that.
We do love that. Happy Catterday. Happy Derby Day. In this game, Mob City Misfits taking on the Emerald City Juniors. Score right now, 161-28.
If you're just tuning in, Mob City will be wearing the black jerseys and Emerald City wearing green, appropriately.
Bright green. Emerald City being the hosts of this tournament, the Big O, and gracious hosts that they are.
They are. And the city of Eugene is very green. It has lots of trees, lots of water, and so it's appropriate that they should wear the green jerseys.
It's just awesome.
It is lovely. It's a great place with lots of parks and just a beautiful place to see.
We want to thank you for tuning in this morning to watch these junior skaters. The future of our sport. They are putting on a show.
Yes, they are. And I really like here that the jam refs are wearing the star matching the team instead of a little wristband.
Absolutely.
I like it. It's very nice. It's very clear who the jam ref is for your jammer. So we're headed into period number 2. This is track number 3. We have so many games happening today.
All derby all day long.
Yeah, and we go. The last game begins at 8:30 p.m. So we are here all day long. What a great Saturday.
So if you're less than 6 hours away, gas up the car and get on down here.
Yeah.
If you're more, send us a picture of your pet. here on Saturday. Jammer, all the skaters are being called to the track. 5 seconds called. Juke Skywalker will be the jammer record for Emerald City.
And yeah, that was
Toe Jammer will be jamming for the Misfits. Referees think everybody's ready.
they called an official timeout there because the 5-second call caused a couple of skaters to be late to the track there.
I'm assuming that we're going to get back to the action here very shortly.
Yep. So,
Skaters are being called back to the track.
There we go.
5 seconds fixed to be called. Toe Jammer, the jammer record for the Misfits. Juke Skywalker wearing the star for the Junior Gems from Emerald City.
We start out, we had 2 Misfit blockers, one being the pivot at the end of our half, and so the Misfits start down a couple of players, but that is not going to stop Toe Jammer. She's out as lead jammer.
Juke Skywalker breaks out of the pack and is now eligible to score. Toe Jammer does have her track awareness.
Ooh, Juke able to get in there. Toe Jammer takes a look at her bench as she comes around.
She got knocked to the inside, entered the track, and then went outside of everybody.
Yeah.
4 points with both jammers on that last jam.
Juke able to capitalize on that. Just one moment. That's all it takes.
Hater is going to be wearing the star for the Misfits. Live and Let Cry wearing the star for the Junior Gems from Emerald City.
Our penalty box is empty as we start this jam.
Both jammers showing a little derby love before they take off. Hater up on his toe stops, trying to push that wall of green up front into turn 1.
And that's Showtime trying to run a little interference there for Hater at the front of the pack. Oh, forearm assist to Hater. The jammer for the Misfits will hang out in the penalty box. This is a power jam.
And that's exactly what the Junior Gems need.
Yes. So lead is still eligible. And that's block and roll, trying to run a little interference there for Live and Let Cry at the front of the pack. But she has got to contend with Wolfschläger. And we've already mentioned that's someone to contend with. Wow, Lethal Ivy trying to run interference there too, but Live and Let Cry just unable to get through there.
Wolfschläger for the Misfits wrecking shop in there, causing chaos wherever she goes.
And finally, Live and Let Cry finds an opening, is declared lead. Meanwhile, Hater already back around the track, engaging the pack for the points.
Hater out of the box and picking up 4 points just like that.
Live and Let Cry comes into the pack again and just says, you know,
Had enough of that.
I'm going to call this I'm going to call this off.
Let's put the other rotation in there. I'm going to sit and think about it for a second. Juke Skywalker is going to be the jammer record for Emerald City. Makilia is going to be wearing the star for the Misfits. I believe this is going to be her first jam in this hat.
Our producer says yes.
I love our producer.
Our producer is so right all the time.
All the time. He's never wrong. They are never wrong.
They are never wrong. That's Makilia right in front of Juke, but Juke is keeping the heat on. Makilia trying to take the inside track there. Flies in past the Emerald blockers.
Wow.
Is able to pick up 4 points. Juke unable to put any on the board. Nice play there by Makilia.
Yes, it was. We'll probably see her wear the star more this half if she's going to be doing stuff like that.
That was really nice. I think it was a good chance that the Misfits took, handing her the star, and it paid off.
No. That's Lethal Ivy wearing the star. For Emerald City, Mousetrap, Jammer record for the Misfits.
So, wow, making quick work of the Emerald City defense. That Mousetrap's such a quick and agile jammer, back and forth across the track, opening up holes and just...
super fast footwork as well.
Looking at the bench, trying to figure out how many times they want him to go around. Oh, wow. Big hit there, but he just pops right up from the ground. He doesn't even, it's like he doesn't notice.
Or he has springs in his knee pads.
Yes. I mean, he just...
to be young again.
He just pops right back up.
Bruno Scar is going to be the jammer record for the Misfits. Juke Skywalker once again is wearing the star for the Junior Gems from Emerald City. Bruno Scars goes to the inside. She's got one to beat.
They're doing a good job of collapsing in front of the jammer, but and picking up a penalty. Looks head block him, high block. So there's the validation from our house announcer. I like that. Juke able to pick up lead jammer status on a power jam, and his teammates able to set up and run a little offense for him, and he was able to pull through that defense that's been giving him a little bit of trouble here.
Pack at a standstill on the back straightaway. Juke Skywalker frustrated that he can't get through.
He was, I think he was trying to maybe call off the jam before the jammer was released so they would have a power start, and he just yanks down his helmet cover in frustration.
Psychotic Angel going to be wearing the star for the Junior Gems.
As we came into this half, we did note that Psychotic Angel is the only skater here with 4 penalties. Going to look for her to play a really clean game here, trying to keep those penalties down for the second half.
Toe Jammer, the jammer record for the Misfits, now out of the pack and eligible to score.
Direction play there called on Lethal Ivy. She'll head to the penalty box. Psychotic Angel picking up 4 and calling it off.
Emerald City chipping away at that lead. That's exactly what they're going to have to do to get back into this game. Guns N' Roses is going to wear the star for the Junior Gems from Emerald City.
That's Mousetrap on the line for the Misfits.
Whistle blows, both jammers take off and try to outside line. Both of them get knocked out, forced to recycle to the back.
Guns N' Roses running into the back of Juke there, but actually saves her from getting tossed out of bounds. Juke making a big swing there, trying to hit Mousetrap, doesn't quite land it. Mousetrap out of the pack.
And awarded lead gem.
Yep, one-footed.
Mousetrap picking up 5 points on that pass.
Everybody out of the penalty box. Oh, I spoke too soon. There's fist fight heading to the box. So that's the Misfits pivot, but there has been a star pass.
Lethal Ivy now with the jammer record for the Junior Gems as that jam gets called off.
So Juke a little slow to stand up there. Really, 3 games in 2 days. Really tough gameplay. Sure, he just needs to sit down a minute. Take a break.
Psychotic Angel going to be the jammer of record for the junior gems. Hater's going to wear the star for the Misfits.
Oh, yep. Oh, we saw that right over here. Hater coming off the line, doing some great work there, but just stepped on the line, outside line here, picks up a track cut.
Psychotic Angel is awarded lead, and she's out there in a power jam situation for Emerald City.
Let's see if she can get through here. She's taking a look at her bench. Picks up 5. Meanwhile, Fist Fight out of the box. Now, Fist Fight is one of those blockers that you kind of have to watch on the track. Really amazing everywhere, in everybody's way. The Misfits really feel it when she's in the penalty box.
Mob City has got a bunch of blockers that are just playing some stupendous defense.
Yes.
It really does take a team with all eyes on the track. I know a lot of teams, and right now I see out there probably hot foes.
Juke Skywalker wearing the star for the junior gems from Emerald City. And they are in a power start situation as Hater starts in the box. Hater now out of the box.
For like a second.
He'll go from the box to lead gem if we give him enough time.
Yep, right over
I'm
there.
a prophet.
Yeah, you are. Be moist, recycling Juke. Juke coming in. It's just, you can see the fatigue. He's looking at that tripod and it's like, wow. Okay, there he comes out the front. But Hater also out of the pack with 5.
Mob City loses a blocker, Makilia, to the box.
Oh, Juke might have picked up. Yep. 3-3 on that last pass.
Mob City breaks down the 200 door with that pass. 18 and a half minutes left in this game.
You are watching and or listening to the Big O 20 skate team. Is that what you said?
20 skate team.
20 skate team.
Yay! Live and Let Cry wearing the star for the Emerald City. Bruno Scars jamming for the Misfits.
Live and Let Cry working hard against the back, but that's Wolfschläger picking up a penalty. That, I believe, is also Psychotic Angel picking up a penalty.
Bruno Scars awarded lead. Around on a scoring pass as we speak.
Ooh, big hit there.
That was a big hit.
They just, as I say, the scoreboard does not tell the story out here. Emerald City has given the Misfits.
That was Evelyn laying the smack down there.
Wow. She's done a great job out there defensively as well. Meanwhile, the Misfits are hanging on to Live and Let Cry. Tries to make a spin move there. Doesn't land it.
Bruno Scars looking to her bench, hoping that she could call it off, and they tell her to keep on skating.
Yeah. She's like, let me just call this. And they're like, keep going. Wolfschläger makes one last hit, but misses it, isn't able to land it. That Psychotic Angel out of the pack. Low block assessed to Makilia.
Mob City without their pivot.
Yeah. Poor
Not that Bruno Scars needs one.
She doesn't. It seems like she was kind of looking for it, looking for some kind of help out there, but she is lead, and that would destroy her lead. So, good job by the coaching staff, giving her a little pat on the back. You did good.
The Big O is brought to you by acclaimed Rydell Solaris. The performance you demand and the comfort you've been missing. For more information, go to rydell.com.
That's Lethal Ivy wearing the star for the Emerald All-Stars. And that's Toe Jammer back out there with the star for the Misfits, but it looks like Lethal Ivy is the one that picks up lead.
Lethal Ivy now on a scoring pass as Toe Jammer works on that wall of green in the back of the pack.
Toe Jammer up the inside is out of the pack. Let's see what Lethal Ivy chooses to do here. And sensing Toe Jammer coming around turn number 2, calls it off. She is able to pick up 5 though.
Psychotic Angel is going to be wearing the star for the Junior Gems from Emerald City in a power start situation.
That's actually B. Moy out there with the star for the Misfits. Now, B. Moy has done some incredible work out there defensively. She's such a strong blocker. It's interesting to see her jamming. Also a strong jammer, just pushing people out of the way. And she picks up lead. Oh, just untouched on the outside lane there. Picks up 4.
Both jammers in a race back to the pack.
B. Moy, another 4. Psychotic Angel, 4. Yeah, it looks like B. Moy is maybe just trying to run out the clock here, get all her players back on the track, but also just putting points up on the board.
She's looking like a speed skater out there just doing laps.
Now Afro Jamurai trying to take a swing at Psychotic Angel. Psychotic Angel manages to hang in there. I want to see the final tally here. We still got
13 points for Bimoy on that jam, which was jam number 13 of the second half.
And 12 for Emerald. So just lap for lap, those jammers were right at each other's toes.
Timeout called by Mob City. This timeout brought to you by the acclaimed Rydell Solaris. The performance you demand and the comfort you've been missing. Also want to do a shout out to Hit This Derby Gear. They got everything you need to get rolling, from skates to protective gear and unmatched service for all your derby needs. Before you hit the track, hit this.
What's really great about having all these wonderful businesses in the venue is I've seen a couple of pieces of equipment fly off, and hey,
there's a skate shop.
There's a skate shop right here.
Right
in the building.
here.
So you just go over there and get your new piece. It's fine.
Also, I believe you can go to the Big O website and get some Big O merchandise.
I believe that is true. There's merchandise here in the building, but you can also get it online.
Order it.
Yeah.
Then you can just tell your friends you went.
And, you know, someone will bring it to your house. I mean, how good is that? Really.
Guns N' Roses is going to be the jammer record for the Junior Gems from Emerald City. Mousetrap wearing the star for the Misfits.
Mousetrap, Guns N' Roses doing a little fist tap there. And now Mousetrap running a little psychological warfare there, which almost works out for him, but it looks like he got a little hit from Juke there. Bumped into the infield, recycled back. Mousetrap out as lead jammer.
Juke Skywalker was trying to play some defense in the front of that pack, but Mousetrap just got around him on a spin.
Let's say both players on Team USA. They probably know a little bit about one another.
Guns N' Roses out of the pack and now eligible to score. Mousetrap knows this. His track awareness tells him to call it off. 12 and a half minutes left in this game. Mob City Misfits in control.
This is the first time we've seen Cutthroat with a star off the line.
She's been playing defense all day. They decided to let her jam.
Yeah.
She's going to go up against Toe Jammer for the Misfits.
And I got to tell you, she's running into that wall. Definitely that's Bimoye.
Toe Jammer definitely had her breakfast this morning.
Yeah.
She's got energy to burn as she picks up 5 more points.
Toe Jammer coming in low again on the outside. Picks up 5.
She looks back at the bench as she passes on turn 4 and says, let me go one more lap, coach.
Yeah, let me do it again. So you got the Misfits setting up their blocking strategy right there. But they were looking ahead of them and did not see Cutthroat slipping out of the box, but unable to get back around and engage with the pack. Very, very good job. Good job for Cutthroat slipping in right behind the pack and just ducking low, and everybody kind of missed her. So we do have an official review, and I do believe it was called by Emerald City.
We'll get that information to you as soon as we can. I believe an Emerald City skater has fouled out. Psychotic Angel with that pivot star on her head. We go to the box and had to get somebody to block and roll, come over and replaced her and put the pivot cover on her head.
We had mentioned right at the half that she came into the half with 4 penalties. So, one of their predominant skaters performing great as both a blocker and a jammer. Just picking up 1 too many penalties. She will be missed.
Yes, she will. She almost made it. She got through half of the second half.
Only
almost.
A little over 10 and a half minutes left in the second half. She was doing a great job out there, just working really hard.
We're going to get told what this official review is about. They are going to challenge the cut call
against the green jammer.
And it'll either stand or it will be issued a cut.
That's
and
right.
that's the only 2 things that can happen.
Those are the 2 options.
So we'll take this opportunity to remind everybody. Send us pictures of your pets enjoying the Big O from home. Use the hashtag Big O Cats and the hashtag Big O Dogs. And we'd love to see our furry friends. Don't forget, if you want to talk to us announcers, use the hashtag #TalkToWFTDA.
Yes.
We'd be glad to hear from you.
We would.
If our producer will get that information, we'll give y'all a shout out as soon as we have it.
It is super hard to check Twitter and also announce, but if someone will give us that information, we'll be happy to give you a shout out. So, looks like our head official is talking with the coaches and captains. We expect an outcome for this official review here momentarily. And here comes our head referee with the mic.
We're on the edge of our seats. And the cut call does stand.
The cut call does stand. And that's Dr. B running out there just to clarify a few things. So so with the substitution,
Gotcha. Forearm and an insubordination.
okay.
Well, we'll reset to the action on the track. Hater's going to wear the star for the Misfits. That's Juke Skywalker going to wear the star for the Junior Gems from Emerald City.
And we are about 10 minutes, 45 seconds from the end of the second half of this game between the Misfits and the Emerald All-Stars.
Whistle blows. Both jammers take off. Hater's a little bit faster. The wall of green in front. The wall of black in the back.
Heard some whistles happening out there.
We got a spill on turn 1.
And that is a forearm penalty assessed to Hater. Let's see what Juke can do out there.
Emerald City did lose a blocker on that contact.
Oh, look at that. Another penalty for the Misfits. Juke's able to get past Toe Jammer. Look at that. Toe Jammer out there as pivot. Doing a great job blocking, as well as one of the highest scoring jammers.
3-2 pack advantage for Mob City. And that evaporates.
Yeah.
Juke Skywalker picked up 5 points, though.
The Misfits just hanging out in the penalty box, trying to give that place a visit. And that's Juke Skywalker again for 5.
It's not even padded. It's just a metal bench. They've got to be giving candy away over there.
I guess. Oh, nice little low dip there by a Hater. Juke calling it off. Picking up the points. And we're looking for the jam ref. Okay, 4. 4 total for Juke there in that last pass.
Guns N' Roses doing some penalty burpees over here right in front of the table.
That's way more energy than I have ever.
Lethal Ivy wearing the star for the Junior Gems. And that's Porter, I believe, going to be wearing the star for the first time in this game. He's been wrecking shop all day.
Yes, really great defensive player. Has great control of the wall, like sort of directs his teammates out there. But look at that, he's picked up lead jammer. So obviously got some skills with the star as well.
He gets halfway through the pack, picks up 3 points, and calls it off. Guns N' Roses, after those penalty burpees, gets to wear the star for the Junior Gems from Emerald City.
That was crazy. He's literally doing burpees over here.
Bruno Scars
Crazy.
with those shiny silver wheels.
Track advantage to Emerald City. But you know what? Bruno Scars, it's not even going to bother her.
She got up on her toe stops and knocked 3 green blockers down.
Just, oh, and a ref. And she's going to knock down a ref too. No, she didn't. That was a joke.
Those are some pretty silver wheels, though.
Yeah.
I like that.
Very shiny.
Bruno Scars picking up a grand slam on that pass.
Meanwhile, Guns N' Roses looking to get past just 2 blockers here. Now 3. Ooh. Toe Jammer trying to recycle. Gets kind of caught up there in the action. Wasn't able to go back as far as she'd hoped. The big shoulder hit there by Wolfschlager. Bruno Scars putting up another 5. Coming into the pack, calling it off once the penalty box gets cleared.
I haven't talked enough about Afro Jamurai, but she's been out there playing
Oh.
defense all day long. I've wrote her number down about 10 times
Yes.
and haven't got to say her name. So
Let's say it. Afro Jamurai.
she has
Holy
been
cow,
wrecking
that
shop.
has been.
Her and Showtime, oh my.
Yes.
Oh my.
I mean, there are several players out there that just when they get on the track, the action just stops because they're so brutal with their blocking. They can really hold a jammer.
We have a timeout on this track, and this timeout is brought to you by the WFTDA Continental Cups. And they will produce the best in region through a competitive bracket. This first year, the Continental Cup Series will be hosted in Kalamazoo, Michigan, Omaha, Nebraska, and Birmingham in the UK. For more information, go to WFTDA.com.
So we're sitting right over 6 minutes, about 6 minutes, 12 seconds.
B. Moye is going to be wearing the star for the Misfits. Juke Skywalker wearing the star for Emerald City.
If you're flipping around between tracks, this is the Mob City Misfits, which are wearing the black jerseys, and the Emerald City All-Stars, which are wearing the green.
Emerald Green.
Yet they are emerald green, much like this city. B. Moy out as lead jammer.
Misfits send 2 blockers. One of them being the pivot.
B. Moy is getting a little trouble up front from Evelyn. She does get around that defense and calls it off before Juke can get around.
Emerald City will have a pack advantage as 2 Misfit blockers are in the penalty box.
They're getting a little more rotation than Misfits in the penalty box this time.
Live and Let Cry going to be wearing the star. For the Junior Gems, Mousetrap donning the star for the Misfits from Mob City.
Mousetrap on the outside. Do a little toe stop work there. Picks up lead jammer. Meanwhile, Live and Let Cry. Oh, I'm sorry. I said lead jammer, but now we have two
He did
penalties.
pick up lead jam with a forearm, but he got sent to the box for that. And then the Emerald City got nailed for something, so both jammers are back on the track just like nothing happened.
Yeah, it was a couple of seconds they were in the box, but they're both out now. Lead has been relinquished.
So this jam will go for the full 2 minutes.
Go the whole 2 minutes. Oh, Live and Let Cry picks up a second penalty. It looks like a low block.
Mousetrap picking up 4 points on that pass.
2 quick penalties there for Live and Let Cry.
Thompson and McKillia playing some defense out there, trying to keep Emerald City exactly where they want them. Mousetrap with a pirouette, 1 skate up the ground, picks up 5 more points.
T-Rex looking to get in front of Mousetrap, but he is just so quick from one side to the next.
Live and Let Cry out of the box and back into the fray.
That was kind of a half-hearted attempt there by McKillia, but that's okay because her jammer's out, picking up another 4 points.
Mousetrap looking at the clock instead of his bench.
Oh, Mousetrap trying to do a little jump there, kind of half apex, half straightaway. Didn't quite land it, has to be recycled back.
Mousetrap with his track awareness knew that there wasn't no time left.
You know, he's like, I can fight my way through that defense again, or I can just hang out here for the next 2 seconds.
And he decided to hang out, which is a wise move.
It's okay.
No sense getting hurt.
Live and Let Cry was just kind of leaning into the defense, like, I'm just going to kill these couple seconds right here.
Toe Jammer wearing the star for the Misfits. Juke Skywalker going to be jamming once again for the Junior Gems from Emerald City.
Both of these jammers have done an excellent job out here on the track today. Early morning game, and they're just doing great. That is Toe Jammer spinning out of the pack, picks up lead jam. But here comes Juke, also out of the pack.
Toe Jammer flying around the track, going to the outside, gets knocked to the outside and calls it off.
Just totally aware. She's so able to get in there, be aware of what's happening around her. Smoothly coming in.
Emerald knocking on that 100 door with less than 2 minutes left in this game.
1 point away from 100. Let's get it, Guns N' Roses.
In what could be the last jam of the game, Bruno Scars is going to be wearing the star for the Mob City Misfits.
And that's Bruno Scars out as lead jammer.
Guns N' Roses wearing the star for the Junior Gems from Emerald City.
Bruno Scars, almost got around on the inside track, but bumped right out of bounds by Live and Let Cry. Recycled back to almost the pivot line. Oh, no.
Guns N' Roses. Nope, that's the pivot.
That was Live and Let Cry, who's done such a great job out there this game, picking up a penalty. That's why I was so disappointed. Oh, Bruno Scars giving as good as she is getting out there.
And I was mistaken because I believe they can get one more jam off.
Yeah, if they get on out there, they can pull up one last jam.
Juke Skywalker's going to wear the star for this jam. Hater's going to wear the star for the Misfits.
Misfits just waiting for this to run down. We don't see a timeout on the floor called by Emerald City. But we started the jam. Enough time on the clock there. Hater out as lead jammer. Juke going back and forth across that defense that we've been talking about the whole game, Pepper.
Hater's looking at that clock and saying, watch this.
And there we go. So we do have an unofficial final. This is unofficial for the Misfits of Mob City, 285, and for the Emerald City All-Stars, 99.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the WFTDA.TV. I am Johnny Pepper.
And I'm Rippy Longstocking.
And we'll see y'all real soon.
Stay tuned.